Hello and welcome to video number 6 in my series entitled Bromsgrove, the planning, construction and operation of my large N-gauge model railway based on Bromsgrove and the Lickey Incline in the late 1950s, early 1960s, which is DCC controlled, and also it's going to be computer operated via Railroad and Co, the software Railroad and Co that is. Well, we've moved on quite a while from last time. You can see we've got trains running now on both tracks. You can see here we've got a 12 coach rake representing the Devonian Express, pulled by a Jubilee, Bahamas. I did lay power base plates on the Lickey Incline, which we're looking at now. The Jubilee's just pulled this 12 coach rake up there, no problem at all. I don't think I'm going to have to fit magnets. I may fit them anyway, we'll have to see, but it seems to be coping really well. I mean, it's a 2% incline, but it's right on the borderline with respect to length, but it seems to be coping pretty well. You can see as that goes down the back and into the storage roads behind there, a few locos in there stored up ready, and we've got here the Class 55 peak with a few coaches just going back into the storage rows. So while we're over here, we can see that starting a bit of scenery over here. 6mm ply, flexi ply on a bit of a batten board there, and then I've used the ID back scenes which I'll be using. That's going to come right along here and then go around and around there like that. So the idea was to make it blend into the background. For anyone who's seen that marvellous layout in London, Copenhagen Fields, they've expertly done it. I forgot there's a name for it with a scale, diminishing scale I think it's called. Well, it's not quite diminishing scale, but you can see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to effectively pull it away into the background. A meaningful transition is what I'm after. So looking at the scenery, as you can see, quite pleased with this. Quite pleased indeed. The bridge, well, obviously we couldn't have a four track tunnel archway, so I've gone for the sort of a road or a track or whatever going over. It's made up of two kits. The Pico double tunnel portal, which I've done some real cutting about, as you can see. That's what the ends, the two buttresses, etc. are from. And then the plate steel bridge going over there is just one side of a Nightwing kit, a Nightwing plate girder bridge. It's turned out quite well, I think. I'm quite pleased with that. As you can see, the stonework, I used precision paints, old Cotswold stone, and then did some weathering, and it seems to have come out okay. Now, you can see the static grass that I've used. Obviously I've got woodland scenics, there's some blended turf etc. underneath. I put some static grass on the top, trees etc. In fact, I've just, I must be careful because I've just done a tree here, a woodland scenics tree. Marvellous things, really, really good. You can see here is basically the kit that you get, but when it is so realistic, it looks so realistic. I don't know if I can get that in focus or not. Try and get that in focus for you. There we go. Yeah, marvellous. Looks really, really realistic, I think. So yeah, we'll get a few more of those, get them on there. But that's the idea. You can see this brown, that's going to be a farm track, going to be a gate into a field here, that's the idea, and then we're going to continue the scenery on. But I just wanted to get it started, get a feel for the techniques involved, etc. So, and I'm quite pleased with it. I went for the Knot Grassmaster in terms of static grass. Here it is. Yes, it's expensive. I thought about making my own. I read lots of reviews. Anyway, yeah, this argument's for and against. There always will be, but I went for it in the end. I'm pleased I did. I'm really pleased with how that's turned out over there. It's I think if I can continue on that vein, then you know I'll be pleased. I'll be pleased. So moving on to the track work, I had a lot of problems with the track around here. I ended up having to relay it twice. The reason for that is the transitions from the gradient to the actual level part there was causing some problems on the curve with derailments. First time was my own fault. I put the transition in the wrong place. Second time I guess was my own fault really. I just didn't lay it quite carefully enough, I don't think. So, but anyway, no problem. You're always going to get these sort of problems. Yeah, it's all running fine now. You can see the Bromsgrove station area is here, which I haven't even started. There's another piece of track work to go in here, running down to make the fourth line to here, which makes the fourth line, which will be the up goods line. And then you can see where I've overrun on the back seam there, and they're ID back seams, by the way. 15 inch ID back seams. They normally come in 9 inch for Engage, but just give them a ring and they sorted it out, and they're really, really good, so very pleased. Yeah, 3 inch overrun. That's going to have a 3 inch extension, which is already made, but I've yet to fit it on the end here, and that will mean that I can extend out for a goods area for the goods shed, and cattle dock, etc, etc. So we're coming on now. On the far side here, you can see where I've where are we? Here we go. That's where the signal box is going to go, about where that plastic tub is. Well, if I just move it over a bit, that's going to be where the turntable is going to go. So, and then the scenery around that, and then working up as where all that stuff is lying there. That's going to be all the wagon works, and then we go on to the engine shed, etc. So there's a lot, you know, years. I'm not quite up to 12 months yet since I erected the baseboards. That will be, I believe it was first week in January or second week in January when I erected the baseboards. So we're not up to 12 months, and I'm pleased with the progress that we've made after 12 months. Just try and get a better feel for the. Okay, you can see the peak class there going under. So you're getting an idea for it now. Someone did mention on one of the forums that it's a bit straight, you know, and perhaps I could have put a curve in. The trouble is, with all the point work, it was really going to be difficult to get a curve, to give it that curved interest. And I'm hoping, I mean the actual prototype is pretty straight anyway, but I'm hoping by the use of all the buildings and all the track work that's yet to go on, you know, it'll take away that, you know, detract away from the straightness of that length there, and should provide some interest, I hope. Here's the Jubilee just coming up. Sorry, try and keep it still. So looking pretty good. That's going to be my Devonian. I'm going to have two Devonians, obviously one going up and the other one coming down, as per was the case, which used to run from Bradford to right through to Bradford to, I don't know, was it Penzance or Kingswear now? I can't remember. It's gone because I'm talking on the video. But anyway, it's going to be the Devonian Express. I've got the all the transfers from Sankey Scenics to do some coach boards and the headboard and things like that. So yeah, I'm quite pleased. What else can we see in the storage roads there? 9F. Plus 52, I think it's Western Druid. Pair of Hymex, one's a dummy, one's got sound fitted. We've got a 5MT, and the Royal Scot Gordon Highlander, which I had recrested from an early crest to a late crest. Oh, there we go, the CMX cleaning machine. Brilliant piece of kit. Again, I read a lot about track cleaning. Initially I went over all of it with some isopropyl alcohol and on a cloth, just my finger. But since then I've been using this, doing about once a fortnight, seems to be enough. The Class 55 seems able to pull it around okay, albeit I have to increase the speed of it, but it does seem to hack it okay. So yeah, really good, not cheap, but really good. I tend to find in this hobby you do get what you pay for. So if you pay that little extra, you do seem to get a little bit more quality. But there we go. So as you can see, it's all coming on. I hope next time that I mean I will keep updating the forums and that with photos and etc. But I hope next time that we come on to video 7, we've progressed some more. Hopefully we'll have all this area done, although I don't know about turntable yet. Turntable, I've been reading about turntables. DCC, turntable, yeah, I think it needs a servo controller from what I'm reading. But yeah, there is one, ADM, I think ADM turntable, it's £395 though. Don't think I can justify that. I got to, you know, I've got to see if I can do something with the normal turntable. So I'll do a bit more reading about that and see what comes up. But yeah, this area to do, I think I'm just going to work my way up the layout now. We've got a CS for a coal stage there, so there's another track to go down there for the coal stage. And again, the signal box area. Signal box I'm going to make up from 2 ratio Midland box signal boxes and sort of chop them in half, extend it if you like a little bit, because it was sort of a 3 tiers after, as opposed to 2 tiers long. So yeah, hope you like the weathering of the track. Spent some time practicing before actually going on to the real thing. Tried to incorporate the dust and coal, oil and that you get as you come out of the area. Bear in mind this is going to be the coal stage here, so a lot of the bankers used to wait in this area, so they'd return down the you know, on the down line, and then probably stop in this area and then cross over here into the coal stage. So I've tried to dirty that up a bit, as you know, to show where the bankers would probably be moving around. But yeah, okay, hope you've enjoyed it. Any questions, please email me, leave it on the video. I hope I haven't bored you to death or made you fall asleep, or perhaps that's what you wanted, I don't know. Anyway, speak to you next time. Cheers.